Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Um, well, I thought I should start my day with my favorite segment, the best of spiritual films. So, one of my favorite films is Stranger Than Fiction. It was released in 2006. It stars Will Ferrell and Emma Watson. Uh, so this story is basically about a, a tax auditor who has been living his life with a woman narrating his story. Although the story is being narrated at the back of his mind, he one day notices it, and the moment he he questions who it is, that voice stops. So he uh, he wonders if he's just uh, dreaming, or just imagining things. But every time he starts doing something, the voice continues to narrate whatever he's doing. For example, if he's brushing his teeth, it would say he is brushing his teeth, you know, so on and so forth. So he decides to see a therapist, and you know he wonders if he has schizophrenia, but she asks him that because uh, this sounds like uh, a woman narrating his story, as if he is a character in a particular story. She advises him to see an author who's also a professor of literature, which stars Dustin Hoffman as that character. So he sees this man and tells him what he's experiencing. At first, he doesn't take him seriously, but because he is persistent, he realizes that something is actually going on, and he finds that interesting. So they basically show that there's a woman who is writing a book, and she doesn't realize that the character she has created is actually real, and whatever she is writing is actually manifesting in that character's life. So when she finds out that the man is actually real, she she is completely in shock, and eventually she meets that person, and it's quite fascinating, how he is meeting his creator. It's like meeting God. God is writing your story, and you are meeting God. And when he reads the script, because he says that he realizes that what she's writing is going to affect his life. So he asks her to make him read the story she has written. And he realizes that in the end he is going to have to die. So um what happens is, because he surrenders to the writer, somehow in that brief moment, in a fraction of a second, the writer changes the story. It's beautiful how it's showing every little thing is interconnected. And although he is hit by a bus and he's in the hospital, he somehow manages to survive. And because of his sacrifice, his surrender to the writer, you know his destiny changes. And there's a woman who he is in love with, and you know he obviously is in a relationship. She visits him, and he gets a new purpose in life, and he starts appreciating everything, like he's seeing things for the first time, because he had been living in a very uptight, calculated manner. uh, he would just be so OCD kind of person, like very fixated on his routine. And you know but that incident uh, creates this shift within him, that he starts appreciating life. And everybody will see this film in a different way. It's not a typical spiritual film, but it has a spiritual meaning to it, because it depends on how you interpret it. I mean, if you realize that God is the writer, the director, the producer, you are a character in his story, and you learn to surrender to God. The moment you surrender and make a sacrifice, you are going to see this amazing revolution or change or a transformation in your life. And that is because of your love, because of your purity of intention, your conviction. You fully trust God. And that is so powerful. Faith is so powerful that it can shake mountains. So just imagine how beautiful our lives can be if we realize that although we are making choices, but God has written everything, and ultimately God is in control, and I need to surrender to Him. And in in that moment, you will always find peace. It's like dying in the now, you know, and just living for God. Just the idea of it is so beautiful, that you don't want to for a second think about something else. So if you haven't watched the film, I'm sorry about the spoilers, but do watch it. It's uh, you know one of the best films ever made, in my opinion. uh, and you will definitely enjoy it. It has everything that a great film needs: some humors, some depth, and great acting, music. Uh, the time is, absolutely all right. It's not that long or too short. You don't even think about that because it's so unique. The idea is so brilliant, and the execution. So yeah, do watch this film, and if you have seen it, do let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for listening, watching the video. uh, I hope you all have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.